All right, you know what time it is. It's Goodwill time. I have a memory of this Goodwill we're about to walk into where I checked the store over. I think I bought a video game. It was all cool. But I got in line behind this guy that had a cart full of really rare Nerf guns. I'm talking $100 Nerf guns. And I saw him while I was checking out, and he was getting them for like $2, $3. So I get a little bit of anxiety walking into this Goodwill, but that's all right. We're gonna find something good for ourselves today.
We will. All right, good morning. The music is extremely loud, so I'm just gonna keep talking, so hopefully that'll muddle the constant noise, because I am directly under the speaker and it's extremely loud. But we did find something fun in the dish section over here. Dutch wax, a little measuring cup set, but it is $7.49, so we're not gonna do that today. Pyrex bowl, not in good shape at all. I can't even tell what pattern that was supposed to be. Lord of mercy. All right, let's move somewhere else.
The only video game I see so far is Imagine Babysitter. Someone still stole that. I mean, it could have come in without its game, that's possible, but you know, what else? I don't see anymore. This Goodwill's usually pretty good about having lots of games, but looks like we're gonna be let down today, so I guess I can start checking for NTSC logos. I've had some pretty good luck lately finding PlayStation games and the CDs, which just really invigorates me to look for them more. I just want one, just give me a good game. One more row over here. What? Hello? First one. It's in there. I think I've got this, but I'll hold on to it and look it up, see if I have it. Got excited when I saw the logo, then I was like, oh, of course it's NASCAR. Oh, there was something. It's only $1.29. Let's just buy it. Also, Tailspin box sets. Are you serious? All right, well, I'll hold on to those for a second too. I've never seen those.
So now I'm in the bigger room, and it's loud and echoey, so this is super fun. I did find 2 pairs of Levi's over here. They're both a beautiful wash. These are a fun, like, acid wash look. And then these are just nice textured, like, worn in looking red, but they're both new, which is a shame. If they were vintage, I would get them in a heartbeat, but those are not really worth my time.
Electronics. There's a display port now. Micro HDMI to HDMI. Ooh, you know what? For probably the first year of making these daily videos, this is what I had my GoPro on, except mine was modified to basically just clip the GoPro right onto the top of the tripod. But I used it so much that I wore it out and it eventually fell apart. But you know what, for $2.49 I might actually get this and modify it like my old one was.
I want to bet you about $10 that this is a Bratz head. Yep, I see the base already. That's funny. I don't collect these, they're too big and I have no interest in them whatsoever, but there is Bratz stuff here.
Well, I'm glad that I came back over to the media section to check again for games, because I walk in here now and I see they've moved the games over here. This is new. Doesn't look like there's gonna be a lot, but at least I know where they're putting them now. Too bad that's not GameCube. Would be doing all right if it was. $2K3 here is 2K3 is here for both football and basketball. Okay. Listen to that. You hear how loud that music is? We gotta get out of here. That's not very conducive to filming, so I will just show you this in the toy section. One Beyblade launcher. I looked around. There's no Beyblade. Wish there was, but there ain't. We've kind of had bad luck lately with really loud music in Goodwills. Yesterday, I don't know if you even noticed, but I was editing yesterday's video and I edited like 3 of your clips in a row in the closed section at a specific Goodwill, and it was so bad I almost wasn't able to use the clips. It was like a third of our video because it was like all your closed clips. But I ended up going in and just throwing random music underneath your track so that it confused the YouTube scrubber from scanning the, I think it was a Paramore song or something. It was so loud. It's just, these cameras do a really good job of filtering out background noise. It's almost otherworldly compared to cameras that I used maybe 5 years ago, but they don't do too good when the music's just blasting. It was blasted in there.
It was the loudest I've ever heard it in a long time.
Do you remember when I used one of these?
Yeah.
Do you remember how I snapped it in half?
Yeah.
I had one of these for so long. I bought that PlayStation 1 game. It was $1. Why not? Tailspin Volume 1 and 2. We could binge that real quick.
We could. I don't think I've ever seen it.
No, yeah, I watched it a lot growing up. I never watched it in linear order. And honestly, my relationship with cartoons from when we were kids now is pretty much that. I've been trying to suss out which ones are worth watching because they're worth watching in their narrative order. You know, a lot of cartoons we watched back then didn't have a lot of story, throughout. Just individual, almost like periodicals, comic books, story. But you know, I've thrown some of them on, especially having Disney Plus now. I've thrown some on just to see, if they're worth rewatching. But I'm actually pretty excited about that new Rugrats.
I am too.
I know when I heard it was coming, I instantly heard a lot of complaints. Oh, the animation style, why don't they just keep it the way it was? And yeah, okay, whatever. I didn't think too much about it, but I watched the preview and I was like, this looks dope. I think the only thing that would make me just turn my nose up at it is if the voices were completely wrong.
Yeah.
And as far as I could tell, they were not wrong. Hey, Hannah.
Hey, what?
Do you remember what you found last time we stopped at that Goodwill?
It was a Brad Stallin box.
Your second inbox, Brad Stall.
Second inbox one, my first boys inbox.
Yes. So you think there's another one in there?
I hope so.
No shot, but we're gonna go look for something. I'm really just here to check the CDs for PlayStation 1 games. That's all I care about. Let's do it. I love this Goodwill.
I'm gonna start in the toy section because last time the toys went well. So I'm over here and right off the bat I see some Monster High dolls, which not what I'm looking for, but oh no, her head didn't just pop off, her neck snapped off.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know they made 3 of these. Of course they did. Ooh, I'll take that. All right. I'm not going to that one too. Some of these are $1 to $2. I like to buy them for my collection when they're just randomly $1 or $2. Give me the PlayStation 1. All right, last row. Nothing. We tried though.
I have a surprising amount of Pyrex here today. I think this is the same pattern as the one that was extremely destroyed at the last Goodwill. Fire King. Aw, little Green Daisy. They're all a little too expensive, which is a bummer, but expect it, honestly. $25, no lid. Oh, hot darn. There's one more partition bowl here. I do like the section bowls. I think they're kind of cool. $20, no thanks. No Pyrex for Hannah today.
A lot of sports games over there today, but a lot of less common, not really more or less valuable, just less common sports games that I don't have in my collection, so we might as well get them. That's a slightly older Buzz. $1.49. You kidding me? No brainer. No brainer. What else? What else? That's pretty awesome. Little Minecraft potion. I've got several of those.
Mug section is looking very sci-fi today. Check that out. Oh, it's chipped. What a shame. Also, I'm nuts about you. Lol. Oh, there's another one. Dang it, it's broken too. Oh, what Star Wars fan is so abusive to mugs?
Now that is rough. Who would do such a thing? A dog? So I'm going to put these back because this one's missing its disc. I already have this one, but some rando sports games that I don't have. And while we were over here checking things out, we spotted this aftermarket PlayStation 3 cover. And we have several PlayStation 3 slims sitting at home. I kind of think we should grab this and just throw it on one.
Sure.
Because why not?
I spotted this. I couldn't help but admire it. It's so pretty. I don't think this one's specifically vintage or anything, but it is really cool.
This is one I named them. I kind of brand them.
I don't think it's valuable or worth selling, but just had to admire it for a minute.
All quiet, nothing to report. Please be careful. You don't want to be in the way when my laser goes off. They are a beryllium carbonic alloy, and I can fly. To infinity and beyond. Approaching destination. Re-engaging gravity.
How many sound bites do you think it's got?
I don't know, a lot.
Come in, Star Command. No back talk. I have a laser, and I will use it.
So threatening.
Stand back, everyone.
He goes on and on.
Everyone take cover. Miles, who goes there?
Last Goodwill stop for the day, all right? We haven't been here in a little while. This Goodwill is kind of in our neck of woods, not super close to home, but pretty near to it. And we just have developed a pretty bad habit of staying away from these Goodwills because we kind of got tired of them early on in this channel. But this is a pretty good Goodwill. I've bought lots of good games here, so you gotta find something. You're about to strike out 2 days in a row.
I know, it's just nothing good. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bummed that the last Goodwill had a bunch of Pyrex that was all way too expensive. I'm just really kind of hoping to find another, like, one of the tiny 401 bowls, because I use those for my cereal bowls at home. And I've got a couple of them, but I'd like to get enough to get a full set. Looks like I'm not gonna find any here though. It almost looks like a Pyrex bowl, but it's definitely not. Nice stoneware. It didn't look like milk glass. But they do have a bunch of Corningware without lids. A little too expensive. All right, there's that.
Come on, thrift gods, come on. I've mentioned this before, but pre-COVID, all our Goodwills had a lockbox, and a lot of Goodwills put games in said lockbox. And the part of the store that used to have lockbox is completely empty, nothing there. And I haven't been finding mini games at all, much less good games here since that happened. But I've looked through everything, and this is all I can find. Alien Isolation, which for $1.29, didn't even matter if I got it or not, I'm gonna buy it. Same for this one. I suppose you might as well take a second and just check them out. Because I don't know. I don't really know. But I'll start a screen recording and we'll just scan them. See if either one of them has the barcode uncovered. Alright, I do have Alien Isolation, but for $1.29 I'm buying it anyways. And I'll put it in my antique mall. As far as JASF, Jane's Advanced Strike Fighters. I don't know this game, but $11.50, and I don't have it. All right, well, that's going in the collection. I love $1.29 games. This one needs a new case though. It's busted.
I've been circling the dish section trying to find something that was even remotely interesting to talk about. I did find one thing. Nice little cast iron. It's a Lodge skillet, which really isn't my favorite brand, but it's a nice heavy skillet. They do want, you know, $18 for it, which I guess is fair, but it's not something I need to buy. I don't have one that has like the grill top on it, which we don't do a lot of like burgers and stuff like that, so I don't think that that's something that I particularly need. I have a giant cast iron skillet. It's like a 22-inch or something ridiculous that I absolutely love, and I cook in every single day and use constantly. And I have a teeny tiny one as well. But I don't have like a middle-sized one, so I'd like to find a middle-sized one eventually. But just like that one, they usually mark them up kind of high because they're like, oh, cast iron skillets are good and they're expensive. They don't have to be though. You can get one at Walmart for like $8.
Hey Hannah.
What?
Are you ready for the help of Therapy Dragon?
Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
Did you buy anything at the thrift today?
No, you're really close to my face.
Why did you buy anything at the thrift today?
Because there's nothing good here.
How does that make you feel?
Sad.
I have one prescription.
What's that?
Giant pickle.
What? What? I feel better, thank you.
You're welcome. Eat your vegetables. So you struck out 2 times in a row. Does that mean if you strike out tomorrow, we got to cancel the channel? It's just over?
Oh no, that's so much pressure.
I'm just kidding. It's fine. It doesn't matter if you don't ever buy anything again. But I did buy 2 games. Alien Isolation, not for the collection. Jane's Advanced Strike Fighters for the collection.
All right, how you feel about it?
I'm pretty stoked. I'd never seen this game before.
Me neither. I didn't know it existed.
All right, well, today turned out to just be a good day for video game stuff because, I mean, that's just kind of cool to have if you got a PlayStation 3 already. And the DVDs were cool, and the video games were probably best. Nothing crazy, just stuff to put in the collection. I have been curious about playing this though, the Alien Isolation game, because I did find it some months ago. And it looks good from the graphics on the back or whatever. Includes bonus content. Play as Ellen Ripley, Dallas, or Parker, and crew expandable. That's cool. I will have to put that one in. Might as well go inside, throw this on my PS3, and try it. That'll be fun. But let's go inside. I'm gonna go work on this thing. I'm gonna get this thing ready to actually shoot with, because I've missed quite a bit having this. You know why? You know why this was so great?
Why?
Because ever since I switched to the little tripod, which is cool because it's extendable, this is what I shoot most on, and this is just what I like, and it even turns into a little tripod. That's great. What I miss the most is being able to reach and pull this out of my pocket like this, because when I put this in my pocket, the whole thing goes in there, and I'm always ready to film, and I'm going, and I can't get it out. But with this, I usually leave it at a little bit of a crook like that so I can film like this. And then when I pull it out of my pocket, I just yoink, because this will not disappear in my pocket. But in order to get that to work, I actually have to modify all of this the way I did years ago, because that's useful. I do have the little quick release that goes in there, but I like keeping all of this the same to where I can actually take the camera we're shooting on, which is on an adaptable clip. I would be able to pull it off and clip it into there. So I gotta go inside and modify this. Yeah. A little fixie. So let's go do that. All right, let's talk about a few things before we wrap this video up. I'm looking at my game app, CLZ Games, and I'm at 2,969 video games. Here's the games from the last couple days that I brought home. I'm gonna hit 3,000 games really soon. It looks like I might just hit 3,000 games at the same time that I hit 10,000 subs on this channel. That would be kind of cool, if you ask me. But I'm going to scan those in later. Don't need to stand here and do that on camera, but I did want to show you this little tripod. I think they sell these at Target. I think that's the place I bought mine. I think it's the only place I've ever seen them sold. But it's just held together with this screw, and I can't really remember last time I fabricated this for my use. If I had to put a bigger screw in there, I might have. And it turns out that is the case. That is not going to fit the original screw. So hold on, I'll be right back. I keep an entire sorting case here full of just camera parts. Honestly, a lot of it's just screws, which is exactly what we need right now. So I need to get a tripod screw out of here that will fit that. Not always the easiest thing, because a lot of normal camera tripod screws have rather large heads on them, and that's not what we need in this instance. We need something that's more like a bolt, but that is the right thread size. So we need something that is 1/4-20 thread. And then we'll put this in here, tighten it on. And basically now what'll be able to happen is I'll have a quick release for what we use. And now I'll be able to take this right off of here. It clips right off, and then we can clip it in the van where it normally goes. This goes on my tripods. And like I was saying earlier, 100% better to be pulling this thing out of my pocket, right? Down in there. So that's good. Very happy about that. I've been wanting another one, and they sell them at Target, and I just haven't seen them there since before COVID, which is really about when I broke mine, right after COVID, when we got back to thrifting regular. So glad to have that again. Let's talk about a couple other things. Buzz. They did the Spanish. It just keeps going. I haven't gotten it to come back around to new sounds at all. I thought some of you might actually like to see this, because I've never seen one of these little aftermarket plates for the PS3, but it appears that it just clips right on. It like latches on to how it's actually built. It's pretty simple. That's pretty nice, don't you think? I like that. I'd love to find one with like Little Big Planet or something I really, really love on the PS3. Not that I don't like God of War, but it's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. But that's everything, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Thanks for going to the thrift store with us. Do me a couple favors before we get out of here. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 10,000 subs. I mean, come on. We're so close. We're getting so close. It's painful. So hit that button. Also, you need to know, we post videos every day on this channel. We haven't missed a day in like 700 days, so almost a guarantee. You can come back tomorrow, find some more content, see some more thrifting. It'll be fun. So come back tomorrow, hang out with us then, and until then, peace out.